Hello all. During the last VR event, we finally have some people that got the gold gift. There has been a ton of hype about the gold gift. It is 100 gold coins. Like everyone wants to have it. But the question is, should it is for me? Should I save for the gold gift? Should I invest in other things like Whetstone on the Mine? That gives you another trace charm and some little of spell mastery. A horse with no name that also gives you some spell mastery, more traces on your tonic. There are other options, and people should consider: should I save for the gold gift or should I go for these different options? So today I want to talk to about these two things. One is saving for the gold gift, like should I do it? Is that my situation? Or if we do have the gold gift, how to green them? What is the best way to get more gold gifts, but in a sustainable way, right? Not just burn all my runestones and get gold gifts and then don't have any runestones to play and be like, oh my god, I have an issue. So, to save for the gold gift, the question is, what is my current progress? And the stretch and Raisty, and we will discuss about that. And to green gold gift, just in general ways, is you can place Exploration Fortress Fundables, that's the best way. You get a lot of treasure trunks for that. And returning emergency races. And returning emergency races can be, in the wild, during Wizarding weekends, like the ones that we have now, community days, or, playing the detectors. We will discuss the different options and if it is good or not. So, how to obtain gold gifts? And this is why we should discuss if it is good for us or not. So, to get gold gifts, we need to open treasure trunks. And to open treasure trunks, we need to get family XP, And the best way to obtain family XP is to place in for Exploration Fortress Fundables. Like Povskin, the Sorting, no, not the Sorting Hat, the Hornet Serpent Egg, etc. And to get the most amount of family XP by doing that, we need to have gold frames. We need to have our prestige at gold. So what I am trying to say here is that if we don't have our meat images at gold, then we are not going to get that many gold gifts. So saving for the gold gift, having pages at bronze or silver will not be a good investment, or will not be an optimal investment. In that case, we could invest in ways that will help us prestige the page to gold. So once we are there, and once we get the gold gift, once we are at gold, then we can get them faster. So if you have a lot of pages at gold, go for the gold gift. That's probably the best idea that you can do. And if you don't worry. There are other options for you, having more traces on the tonics will help you during events, will help you in your normal gameplay to get the traces that you're missing, so you can prestige the pages. You can go for Western on the Mine if you haven't done it yet. That will give you another extra capacity on the trace charm, and we all know that the trace charm is probably one of the best ways to prestige pages. If you see a civet that you're missing, you can get 4 fragments easily by using the trace charm, and then you get a duplicate, you get 2 more, and that helps a ton to prestige pages. And now, what happens if you do have your pages at gold? I mean, you are in a point that you are like, okay, I have enough pages at gold, so I can just grind for gifts. I am not missing that many stuffs, and the stuff that I am missing, I can get them from events. So to grind gold gifts, the best way is placing Exploration Fortress Fundables, as I said. And just to make the math easy, let's say that one gift, we get them every 24 treasure trunks. It is around 26 according to the current data, but let's use 24. And why we're using 24? Because placing one image gives us 12 treasure trunks, so placing 2 is 24 treasure trunks. So that's an easy way to do the math. Now, each fortress fundable at gold takes around, not around, takes exactly 25 fragments. So if we need to place 2, that is 50 fragments. And to get 50 fragments, we need to play or 100 runestones in Ruins 1, or 50 runestone in the 5. I know we can play Ruins 3, 4, 5, but probably if you are grinding for gifts, you are playing Ruins, and if you are just getting them in your normal play, you will be playing Dark 5 or the chambers that you find fun. That depends completely on the player. Now, that being said, the idea is not burning all your runestones. And why I am saying this? Because for players that are older than the rig or the displacing images once over and over and over, what happened is that at some point we were running out of runestones. I remember during the old days, at some point I was with my community, we played Dark Detectors 2 days in a row, and I got to place McGonagall at silver, and I didn't have enough runestones to get the house cup, and it was crazy because then you keep getting McGonagalls and you don't have the prestige, you don't have the runestones to play it, and it gets frustrating. So you want to save enough runestones so in case any new page appear, you can have the runestones to keep prestige. And for this, it depends on the family how many fortress fundables there is right now and how many there will be if we get a new page. So let's assume, to make it easier, that any new page will come with one new fortress fundable. So for example, OIDs have now 2, then there will be 3. We have a lot of pages with a lot of families with 3 fortress fundables, then there will be 4, and we have Legends of Hogwarts, that is the one that has the most. It has 6 right now, and it will be having 7. And let's say that we play this in Ruins Chambers to do the math. And the idea is to know how many runestones do I need to have to place my green star at gold. So you can see on the table that I think I have here. For all this you will need 402, the numbers going up and up, and for Legends of Hogwarts you will need to save 938 runestones. Now, it is kind of a little excessive probably to save them all the runestones that we need because we will be getting runestones while we are playing. So let's say that we save the 50% of the runestones. That's a reasonable amount to save. That's, you can get the other half while you're playing, while you're prestiging the pages, while you find the fundables. And in that case, depending on the family, you will need to save different amounts of runestones. So for example, in OIDs, you will be saving 201. You can approximate to 200, doesn't matter. And for the Legends of Hogwarts is 469. What does this mean is that if you have more runestones than that, you can go and play them, use them in Ruins Chambers, just, try to place images so you can get more gold gifts to send and to trade. And if you have less runestones than that, try to be more conservative, try to save them, so in case a new page appears tomorrow, you don't have these issues. Now, what about Dark Detectors? What about returning fundables? Right? So for emergencies, we of course can use the trace chart, we can place emergencies, that will help us a lot. But Dark Detectors is not an optimal idea since they cost around 80 gold coins if you buy them in a pack. I think a little more even. So one Dark Detector will not bring you a gold gift, so it is a bad exchange, right? It is better to save them for when you're with your community and you want to have fun and play together, or in case a new page appears, you want to prestige to gold as fast as you can, and that will be a better way actually to receive more gold gifts in the future. What else it is important to know about the gold gift? I will say that don't stress yourself. this is a game. The idea is to have fun. And like if you have fun grinding for gears for your friends, that's completely fine. But also, if you think it's a tedious process to play a lot of ruins chambers to get them, then don't do it. Enjoy and have fun playing, and just grind what you can and say to place them in optimal way. The basics is place the images together in a batch if you can. Make sure that you have space for gold gifts, and don't try to have only one space like what we do with the trace charms sometimes, because probably you have a chance of receiving two in the same image, and that will be not ideal if you are losing one, right? And I hope this information helps. There is that. I just wanted to share a little, because I have seen in Discord a lot of buyer remorse of people that bought other things and they don't have enough data books to buy the gold gift now, and it's like, it is fine. If you need those things to do progress, that's completely fine. Like for example, I bought Weston and Divine. I didn't have my race 3 finish, and thanks to that I was able to do enough trace charms daily, save my trace charms for when I do find stuff that I was missing. For example, I pretty much trace charm all the Madame Hooch that I was missing from silver to place them at gold. And now I am going for the gold gift because I don't need more family mastery, for example, because I don't need the traces for now. So I hope you have a good weekend, and if I get a good idea that I want to share, I will do another video. Bye!